This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
What is poppin', everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Only Friends podcast. You know, me and the squad, chilling. We got the pups in the house today. Guapo, as always, in the booth. Melissa and Tortoise on the ones and twos. My man Chin, dark side representative. No hoodie today, so I'm not sure how he's really feeling, but
I'm adjacent again.
You're adjacent?
Anyway, the chat is fired up, man.
They really are.
What's going on?
Basically, I was like, look, Melissa wants 2 dozen roses. She wants to feel special. Contact support for a shipping address. And then Beans was like, I'll send it, but they're gonna think Robbi paid for it. What the fuck, bro? This shit is crazy.
You know, like I didn't want to, I didn't want to see these names, I want to get past the drama a little bit, get past the fun. But here we are. It just follows us, It's just.
I just want to let Berkey know my shirt is black and not blue, and also I have like 100 of these shirts. I don't know if you ever.
Yo, what is?
I mean, it's coming off blue on the screen.
I mean, that's because lighting and probably the cotton's from China.
Downstairs? How's he gonna sit downstairs and talk shit in our chat and not be on the podcast?
He's literally 27 steps away.
Downstairs right now.
He's fucking laughing right now.
Man, this guy.
The guy can't breathe, man. The guy doesn't understand decision fatigue. You need to read more. Be a little bit more educated on decision fatigue. When you wear things that are similar, the same thing, you don't need to think about like, oh, am I gonna wear the cutoff today to show my biceps, or am I gonna wear like, bro, relax.
It's so great knowing that he's like right downstairs.
Which do-rag am I gonna wear today?
So, on October 17th next week, I believe it's on Monday at 6 p.m. Dan Smith's hosting the Double Up Drives first charity poker event at 6 o'clock. I'm sorry, with appetizers and cocktails starting at 5 p.m. It's a $2K buy-in with $1K rebuys. 50% of the prize pool is going to be going toward the annual matching drive, and 50% of the prize pool will be paid out in prizes. Again, that's at Resorts World, and you can contact Dan Smith's assistant right there on the bottom.
There are good people in the poker community.
There really are.
A lot of good people.
There's a lot of good people.
Yeah, a lot of good people. Dan Smith is definitely one of them. Thanks for doing that, Dan.
Absolutely, absolutely. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, join our community, show us some love.
Yes.
Beans, did you join our community?
Come on, Beans. You saw that $20K to join our membership.
Listen, we don't care who, just please join our community. You get the emotes, you can do the LMA 9s, you can let's get it popping, you can do all the fun shit, It's just, you got to join the community, guys.
Bro, you got to put the dark side emoji.
All right.
When is the dark side emoji coming out? The official one.
It's
the official one.
The white background needs to be removed.
Yeah, we can't have white anything on dark side.
Yeah.
It's
That'd be dark.
Wait,
Got fucked up.
I don't know about this.
Go ahead.
All right. Again, on February 2nd to February 5th, we will be hosting an academy here at the South Hawaii House.
Right.
You can go to academy.southhawaii.io to sign up and get more information. I was going to talk about baseball and shit today, but the fucking Yankee game got delayed. So, I mean, this is really...
What do you mean it got delayed?
It got fucking rained out.
For tonight?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so there's just no point.
Oh, my God.
But I have another idea. I was reading some article about inflation. I have no idea what the fuck inflation is.
You have no idea?
I really don't. I don't have the definitive explanation in my head. I just have no idea. Let me know, please.
Well, so essentially, if inflation is bad, and it keeps rising, and
but it doesn't have to be bad, right?
Well,
it's almost
actually
always bad.
a little bit of inflation is good, right? Like the government wants it to be around 2%, but it is not that high. Or it's not that low. And a CPI report just came out today, and it is higher than expected. And I think we have a clip here, Wapo, of them explaining what exactly came out in the report today.
Key inflation data. CNN chief business correspondent Christine Romans here with the numbers.
And again, John, these are the numbers behind the Fed's epic move to cool inflation. These numbers are still too hot. Overall annual inflation rate, 8.2% for consumer prices. These are the prices you pay at the grocery store and at the mall, right? What consumers feel, 8.2%. That slows just a little bit. So we want to see that, but still 8% is something that every family still feels. The month over month number I'm really worried about here, up 0.4% month over month. Economists have been telling me they expected it to tick up to maybe 0.2%. 0.4%, though, is much hotter than they had expected. And the government is saying it's shelter, food, and medical care are the reasons why this inflation rate went up. When you strip out food and energy and you look at the month over month increase, this core rate, it was still hot at 0.6%. So from last month to this month, up 0.6% in prices. Look, this is why the Fed has been so aggressive with interest rates. We know at its most recent Fed meeting that officials were worried that they have been raising interest rates and these numbers are still too high. So it shows the Fed has more work to do, John.
Yeah, and that core inflation rate, high, very high. And Romans, you just hit on what I think is the most important question here in terms of the Fed raising interest rates. There have been some people saying, okay, it's too much already. You're raising rates too high. You're going to force the economy into a recession. But they're raising the rates and inflation's still high at this point.
You know, they were criticized for acting too late, and now they're being criticized for acting too aggressively, worried about what kinds of dislocations that could cause in the global economy, because it's not just the Fed raising interest rates. It's a lot of the other central banks are as well. And this is not a U.S. problem. Let's be clear. We have a global inflation problem. Around the world, central banks are raising interest rates to try to get a hold of what is a global problem with high prices.
Yeah, so we're fucked.
Are you trying to tell me that I'm broker than I thought I was?
Yeah,
Brooke,
actually, that's
yeah,
true.
that
you are.
We all have less money or
Spending
spending power,
power.
rather.
Right.
But a couple things in the chat. You know, a dime bag is still $10.
It is.
Yeah, there's certain
still get the
places
same.
that's what I've noticed. Like there are certain mainstream restaurants, if you order on DoorDash or whatever, that their prices are really jacked up. But then some of those mom and pop like Italian places, they're still.
They chilling, bro.
I've been seeing a lot of fucking jacked up prices on Uber
Right.
Eats.
So like to think about it, like the CPI, right? It's a consumer price index. So it essentially is what we pay for goods and services is increasing.
Okay.
Right. So the Fed is trying to get it under control, and pretty much the only thing they can do is raise interest rates, and they've been doing that. But what happens when they raise interest rates? The stocks and the assets take a hit because it's essentially it's becoming
Money becomes more expensive to
borrow.
move.
Right.
To borrow,
To borrow.
the velocity of money
Right.
slows down and things like that. So basically, things just start staying at a standstill and the prices move up.
So people were
Neutral.
hoping, okay, maybe the Fed has tackled this and we're going to see inflation start to come back down, and then the Fed will pivot and maybe they won't raise interest rates as aggressively as they has been. More liquidity will go into into the market, and then people will buy more assets, stocks and crypto and stuff will go up. That's not happening. The biggest issue is the core CPI, which
How many
is
fucking
essentially
CPIs are there? You gotta
Listen,
tell me
no,
this,
there's-
because
There's one that includes a certain basket of things and one that doesn't.
Exactly.
That's what happens.
Okay.
So like the core is essentially like food and energy.
Okay.
Right. And that went so it went from 6.5 up to 6 or they expected it to be at 6.5 and it went to 6.6. So when it's higher than what they expected.
Okay.
That's troublesome.
And they were
Right.
already expecting something bad?
So they were hoping that it was going to start to tick back down, but instead of it ticking back down, it's ticking up. So the Fed is going to have to be more aggressive.
Another 75 basis points.
Another 70. There's if you go to, I think it's like a Fed Watch tool. It kind of gives you the probability of what they're going to raise it. And a couple days ago, it was like maybe about 30%. It was going to be 50 basis points. The rest was going to be, right around 75 basis points. and now it's What's so funny?
Yo, Berkey is wilding in the chat right now.
Yo, he can't be 27 steps and fucking.
I know.
Yo, he's like,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have inflation if Beans paid back the PPP loan. Like, yo, stop.
Damn, Berk.
Come on, man.
He becomes a keyboard warrior.
I'll be honest with you.
He's a fucking super chat pro. Like, what the fuck, Berk?
All right, shut him down. Shut him down.
Yo, can we?
Hold on,
we ban
everybody,
him?
time the fuck out. We were not done with our inflation talk. I have a question.
Yes.
How fucked are we? Like, did the wages go up like as
No.
this happens? Like
No.
when these like
No, that's the whole point.
No.
that's the whole point. That's what I kind of thought.
Yeah, I mean, basically the prices of things are going up faster than the money you're making.
Yeah.
So that's
People's
what's
rents
happening.
are going up.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty dire straits out
Right.
there.
I mean,
for
after
people.
COVID, weren't we already in a fucked up situation, kind of? Like, I mean, like we were coming out, but
Red wave coming, dog.
Yeah.
That's it.
so what you're
The problem is the Fed almost has to drive the economy into a recession to fix inflation, which
Yeah.
a recession is awful. And it's terrible because people are going to lose their jobs.
We are in a
and it's
recession.
just-
That's
right.
it.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm sure we are.
debatably,
Right.
people they changed the definition of recession
Yeah.
when we hit the recession
Right. It was like 2 consistent downward periods, right?
Right.
of gross
But
domestic
a
product.
recession is not as bad as hyperinflation, right?
Yeah.
'Cause- so it's like you pick your poison.
okay.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Matt Plumley for gifting us 5 memberships. I did not know that you can gift memberships
Is that
to
new?
people.
Yes, you
Can
can.
you always do that?
No, I don't think so. I think this is a new thing. So you know,
I don't think
No.
we can do it.
Big East
No.
Falls last night gifted 50.
50.
While Berkey was streaming, he gifted 50. Shout out to him. That was
Shout out
awesome.
to Biggie.
Berkey
Always,
Yes.
still didn't win.
always in
Berkey
the streets.
didn't win. No,
Well,
he did not win.
You know, I was gonna say, talking about inflation, it sounds like I need to win a fucking tournament. Mm-hmm. But Berkey did try yesterday, and you know, it came up a little short. It was a 2K on WSOP bracelet event. He ended up getting 6th place. You know, he streamed it for a little bit.
Shout out to the 6th
shout
place
out to Berkey. You know, getting
Another
his 6th
final
place.
table.
We're so happy for another final
we
table
are
for you.
so
Yes.
happy for you for another final table. We do love this for you.
He's got 372
Look at that
WSOP
fist pump.
final tables. and
He
0
has
wins.
so many WSOP final tables. It's
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
I mean,
I
if
mean-
you keep making them, eventually you're gonna
Eventually,
win
you
one.
have to win one.
you would think,
yes.
right?
You would think.
You would think, but you know, Berkey got 6
This
for
is the guy
I thought he played well.
18,000. Yeah, you know, the most interesting part about Berkey's stream last night was it just happened to be right after he got knocked out. I'm gonna play it here for you guys.
Trading. Well, we died. Whoever said that I finished 6th like an hour ago, fuck you. I'm just saying, fuck you. I don't know what kind of witch you are, but I don't appreciate it one goddamn bit. I'm not at all happy about this. Oh, man. Oh, man. I want to win a goddamn bracelet.
Dude, listen, I had to time that dude out. I had to time him out because he was giving fake spoilers. Let alone,
Wait,
he's a Nostradamus. We should have listened to what he had to say. He might have been giving us lottery numbers or something.
I mean,
Jesus.
I would definitely start hitting him up for lottery numbers because that man knows. You know, he fucking
He
knows.
knew. He's like, Berkey's out in 6th. Like, why are you guys still watching?
I mean, with all the final tables that Berkey does have, do you think he's losing it? Like that he hasn't won one yet? Like it sounded like in the clip, you know, he's a little
sounded
he's a little
He's a
frustrated.
little frustrated. I think he's just numb at this
Numb?
point. He's numb to this.
Yeah.
Says that, but like it still hurts when you make a final table, like, and you don't win. There's like a little bit of sting to it.
Yeah, he had that even when he like lost a couple big pots. He still had that hope. So but then I think when it was official that he was out and he wasn't going to win, then it was just
That motherfucker that fucking said I was getting 6. How the fuck did he know? You know, I was dying.
It's one of those weird things. Like in tournaments, you always want to win, but I took a lot out of what Ike Haxton said maybe a couple years ago in a tweet where he was like, your job in a tournament is never to win the tournament.
No.
Your job is to just like maximize your run, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're, like everyone, it's like, oh, I want to win the tournament. It's like, no, that's not what you're trying to do. You're just trying to like run.
Berkey was trying
make as
to
much.
win.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to win. I just want to win. I don't care about ICM, whatever. It's like, okay, whatever. Let's do it. Fucking open the fucking fives.
Yeah, the fives.
Open the 10-9. Yeah, sure, do your thing, dog. Like,
Yeah, shout out to Biggie Swoles. He wrote in the chat last night, those fives are going to be the death of you, Berkey.
It was funny because he busted, and then I put in the chat like, write 1 if you want to see cash games, and the chat just went 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and like Berkey just like ignored it. He was like, all right, well, I guess I'm getting out of here. Yeah, I was just like, bro, look at the chat, man.
I mean,
I got timed out.
You got timed out because of that?
I was just blowing up the ones.
wait, how are you not a moderator in there?
That's a good question.
No, you must be on some type of suspect account. You're on some fucking all account shit.
I think he is a monitor.
He probably fucks with us in there. That's what he does. Well, if
So Berkey predicted that the guy who beat him in the flip would win. Looks like he was right.
Is that what happened?
Wait, so that had to be the guy that had like 4 big blinds. He had like 4 bigs.
ball,
He ended
the
up
ace
like,
jack,
Balls guy.
yeah. He ended up running it up and winning the tournament. God bless him, man.
Yep.
Damn,
it's a
that
nice
must be
life.
nice, man.
It's a nice life, man.
There's like
When
7 left. You have 4 bigs and you end up winning the
Oh
tournament.
my god, it's a nice life. I almost did it once.
Yeah, fuck Ike Haxton, man. He's wrong. Let's win this
We
shit.
need to win some fucking tournaments.
Shout out to Ike, though. obviously.
Fucking inflation going up. People are saying I'm broken than I was. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, did you buy the dip?
What?
Did you buy the crypto dip this morning?
Hold on. Yo, Beans, let me borrow like 20K, man.
Let me hold something.
Dude, it dropped down to
I'm gonna buy
18,000
the
and
dip. I'll
shop.
pay you back in 3 months.
I'll get you back, right? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Anyway, if Berkey was dead before today, I gotta say he must have felt a little something, a little bit of love, a little bit of yinzer, as I should say, shine. He got a shout out on the Pat McAfee Show today.
Man, he did.
Let's roll that clip of.
A photo of them on the field together. Yep, there we go. So let's find this photo, so then we can try to read body language, which we are not credited to do so.
No.
We are not.
Are we not?
Well, I
What do you mean?
Why he
That's the
always
thing.
Who is better at it?
Probably professionals. There's people that go to school for that stuff.
body
Poker
language.
players probably pretty good.
Oh yeah, poker.
Matt Berkey, Pittsburgh professional poker player. He's probably good, better at
Quantico. Anyone who goes to Quantico.
Helmuth.
Yeah,
Quantico?
No, Helmuth has been reading body language for a long
Helmuth.
time. Huh? What do we think? What do you think, huh? What do you think there, Ian?
Faces.
So
Wow.
Pretty cool.
He got it.
He's
he got
made
that.
it.
He got
Pretty
that.
cool.
First he got the follow, and then he got a tweet from McAfee, and now he gets a shout out on the actual podcast itself.
Yo, he's probably
on cloud 9.
I'll be honest with you.
He's not even on the pod anymore. He's like, I'm out. I made it.
He's done.
That's it.
Shut it down.
I'll be
That's all
honest with
this
you. I
was
think
for.
this is Berkey's exit. Like,
That's all
he's
this
done.
was- no, that was all this was for.
That's the whole thing.
No,
He
in
created
general.
this whole thing
Like, in
for that.
general, I think he's done. I think he's just going to go
Done
back to
life?
Pittsburgh.
Listen.
No, I think he's going back to Pittsburgh. He's
Berkey's
a
told me
living
this.
legend.
Never meet your heroes, Berkey. You've told me this many
right.
times.
Yep.
And now you're on the verge. And
Yeah.
you're going to be highly disappointed, and I'll see you here next week. You're going to be fine.
Do you know what Berkey is like in his Pittsburgh fucking fantasy football league right now? He is king. He is getting blown up left and right. He can go back to fucking Pittsburgh and just, he can just play 1-2 and just like live his life.
How many times do you think Berkey hit that on replay?
Oh, man.
In what?
At least
sorry,
5 times
hold on.
while I was here.
Pause a second. In what universe is dream retirement going to Pittsburgh and playing 1-2?
All right, maybe not 1-2.
In what? In
Maybe
What the
2-5.
hell?
In what
I
way?
mean, like,
is
he can just quit. He can just quit is what I'm
Who
saying.
the fuck retires in Pittsburgh?
Who retires to go
My
to
parents
Pittsburgh
did.
and play? You
Alright, well-
retire from your professional poker
Yeah,
career
guys, this is like
to
Mr.
play
Ro-
1-2 in Pittsburgh?
Well, he's, he's on his off time. Like, not all the time. Maybe when fucking Pat McAfee wants to hang out with him, sometimes.
All right, shout out. Maybe Pat will jump on. We'll invite him all expenses paid to Vegas, have them on our.
Hold on. Do you
Yeah.
know what Pat's expenses probably look like?
No.
My man is
expenses.
getting on the fucking private plane everywhere.
All right, well, we can't pay for that. Your tab ain't that big.
Don't speak too much. We gotta calm down. We're making like $26 an episode here. Calm down, all right? Shout out to Pat McAfee and all they do. That whole squad. They're pretty awesome. Yeah. Moving on. Here we go. Seen some more updates and some investigations recently.
This is why the people are here.
This is why the people are here. The people love
You guys
the
aren't sick of
shit.
hearing about this shit.
I mean, honestly, I'm starting to get fucking sick
else
of it.
is there?
We're not
Like,
sick of it.
So basically, the Hustler Casino put out an update. I think this was yesterday. Yep, 22 hours ago. Hustler Casino has been contacted with has been in contact with the California Bureau of Gambling Control and provided a briefing on the investigation of the hand between Robbi and Garrett and the audit of the technology and the protocols used in the production of the Hustler Casino Live. The Bureau, which enforces gambling regulations in the state of California in coordination with the California Gambling Control Commission, said it approved of Hustler Casino Live continuing to live stream poker games on its YouTube channel. Hustler Casino and High Stakes Poker Productions will work closely with the Bureau during the investigation and share its findings at the conclusion. Respectfully, Nick and Ryan Feldman.
Word. Okay.
So let's talk about
It's
this.
just an official way of them saying, Berkey, get off our backs.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So like, what do we think about this? Because like,
Okay.
I mean, in the past, the California Gaming or Gambling Control, they deemed that nothing was wrong in the Apostle situation, correct?
I don't think that's
so.
exactly
Or
what they
not-
said. They're just kind of saying like,
They're kind of hands off.
right.
They're just very hands off of poker in general.
Right. They didn't really do much to stop the stream or do anything. So I think that sounds like they don't hold a lot of weight.
So
in this
what would
situation.
Well, I
what
mean,
would
they could certainly hold weight if they wanted.
If they
It's
wanted
sorta
to,
like
they
them
but they're not.
going up to them saying,
Right.
"Hey, are we doing anything illegal, or do we need to stop?" Like, and they're whatever.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, good. Yeah, like I'm pretty curious about that. Like I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go on basically saying this is what they're supposed to do, right? Like if you're a hustler and
If
they're
you're hustling,
saying, they're going about it the way that they're supposed to go about it. They're going to, they're saying like, look, you are the body that kind of like oversees these kind of situations. This is what happened. Do you think that we should continue streaming? They say yes. Then okay.
Yeah, but maybe they already knew what the answer was going to be because of the whole Apostle thing to begin with. They're like, well, we can just ask them because we know they're going to just be like, yeah, you're good.
Maybe because like
and
also
then they're like,
think
hey,
about
see,
it.
they said we're good.
Sort of, but like let's also look at it in the way of the governing body. The governing body also might be like, oh, we got heavily critiqued for letting Apostle to continue. Maybe we're not going to let that happen anymore. So
They don't care about they don't care about heavy critique from a small portion of their population in poker players.
yeah, it's fine.
Do they even get critique? They only got like a little Twitter critique, I assume.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that end of the day, Hustler, for better or for worse, they went about it the way they're supposed to go about it.
No,
they're supposed to go
I agree with that.
to the body and ask them,
I agree with
should
that.
should we keep going? And if they say yes, like okay, like I don't know. If they say no, they're not going to do it, right?
No. My question here was, what do we think about the California Gambling Control? Like, what do we think about like their standards? Like, do we think that their standards do hold? Because basically, Berkey put out a tweet basically that said, current security failures. Well, there's two red lights. Current security failures. Commentary in server area. Server not separate secured. Cards shared real time with production. Unsecure control, server room. Real-time info shared over radio. Cali Gaming, carry on.
Right. So essentially what Berkey's trying to say is that, look, here's all the problems, and obviously the Cali Gaming Board or Bureau is not really looking into it that hard, or they did and don't care about all that.
I mean, their stance is, yeah, exactly. Their stance is pretty clear at this point. It's like, look, outside of any like direct monetary disputes between the casino and the player, we are outside of that. We're only going to look at like if there's some sort of dispute of actual money exchange between casino and player.
It's not like the bureau went into the operation, went into Hustler, checked out the whole operation, did a thorough investigation.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're basically
good.
saying if you are a player, you are playing at your own risk when it comes to anything outside of the relationship between you and the casino's monetary exchange. If you're playing poker with another player, right, and there's a dispute there, it seems like they're rather hands-off. And if you are playing with some sort of like technology devices and like streams, that's on you. You know, like it seems like their stance is like, we're only going to step in when it's you versus casino.
Then their opinion doesn't really matter in this instance then.
I mean, not that their opinion is we don't touch this.
Right. So when Hustler comes out and says that, look, the bureau said it's okay, that means nothing. Because if that's not what they do anyway.
That's the question here, because like precedence was like Berkey, our number one chat pro, as I should say, said that precedence was set in the Apostle case. So like, are they just completely hands off and like have no interest? Like, are they just?
But yeah, they are hands off, and that's why streams run there, because it would be. There's a reason why there's not streams in Vegas. It's too much of a headache for people. Or too many regulations.
Also in Berkey's tweet, like he linked Andrew Milner, who is the
creator of Poker GFX.
Yes,
which is the system that's used at Hustler.
He has a blog on security that he put up. But so I kind of found this interesting and all, because I'm not sure if you guys seen this video. We played it once a couple weeks ago. It was a fishing tournament. It had a little cheating scandal going on. I'm gonna play it back for you because it's one of my puppies. Relax.
These dogs are not happy about the fishing cheating.
They're not. So we're gonna play this video back for you because it's just honestly one of the best videos of all time.
Holy shit! Everybody to touch these guys. He's going to jail.
Fucking piece of shit.
How many fucking tournaments have you done this motherfucker?
Don't we need to file a police report? Jason, we gotta file a police report. All of them. All of them. Every single fucking fish.
Every tournament they want to foul you guys. Every tournament. Fucking champ, dude. I mean, we all fucking do it. What the fuck, man? Deal with too many people. Hey,
look at that. Jesus fucking Christ.
A filleted fish. Look at it. 35 pounds. A fillet. A filleted fish. A walleye fillet.
Do you have anything to say, Jake?
You call the cops.
I got video. I'm just saying. You got it?
Call the cops.
Call the fucking cops.
That's fucking death, motherfucker.
Call the fucking cops.
Listen to me right now. Everybody listen to me right now. Jake, I want you to leave. I don't want anybody to touch these guys. I want you to leave. He needs to go to jail.
Jason, you should call the cops. Call the cops. It's theft. It's theft.
You fucking
this is bullshit.
tournaments have you done this, motherfucker?
You fucking piece of shit. Don't we need to file a police report?
Yeah, I would.
Jason, we gotta file a police report. All of them. Every fucking one. Every single fucking.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
I mean, that video is it's an interesting video we have there.
Yo, I'm
So what
surprised
is
my
that?
man did not just get fucking blocked upside the head real quick. They were mad.
I mean, it's the guy says nobody's gonna touch these guys, so nobody touched them. You know, as nobody.
That never
should've.
works. What are you talking about, dude? Like,
Is there news about this or what?
Yes,
What?
there is news about this. Basically, these two guys are getting arrested and are being charged with. They were indicted in Cleveland on felony charges of cheating and attempting grand theft and possessing criminal tools.
So they said people need to call the police. They did.
I mean,
Grand theft.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, it's a lot of money, right? We're talking about like $100,000 prizes.
at least we're talking about boats and stuff. We're talking about a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. They've been doing this for years, I think, for what I've seen. I have a question. What's the difference between like poker and fishing? Like why is there
Both involve a lot of fish.
Equity and like
A
What's
lot.
wrong?
There's
Trades?
cards.
Do you have a more specific
Chips.
question?
why is
What
it
the fuck?
betting units, the turn. The river's the same.
One
The
is a
river's the
game.
same.
One's a
You
game and one is
motherfuckers.
not.
There's a lot of parallels, actually. You think the
Berkey,
river.
I understand what
there's
you fucking
fish.
said about the gaslighting
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
They're lighting me on fire right now.
What kind of question is that?
no,
All right, but okay,
You're not allowed-
rephrase the
I'm
question.
sorry. Let me
Yeah.
rephrase.
You're not
the-
allowed to kill the whales.
Let me
Sorry.
rephrase the question, guys. Basically, why is it that in fishing they kind of do an investigation on the cheating, and in poker they wouldn't? It'd be very hands-on.
because this one had a, no. The difference between these two is there's a clear smoking gun, right? The guy's literally pulling the fucking
fine,
giant
that's fine.
lead pellets out of the fish.
So what about if I take 15,000 off your stack?
Right.
But that's not cheating.
That
That's
wasn't
theft.
cheating in poker. That
Yeah,
was
that's-
somebody
yeah,
just
it's different, right?
Yeah.
All
So
right,
that's
but
a little different.
but they're getting charged with grand theft, attempting grand theft.
Allegedly he's getting charged.
Well-
I haven't seen anything.
Well, no, him, yes.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean that's the thing is like someone has to press charges for him to be charged.
Yeah. and-
Right, which we
So-
think Robbi said she either did or was going to do.
Well,
and
but
we're also-
considering
Yeah.
that he confirmed by her stole multiple times from Hustler, and there's he said
And-
her words were that he stole with the staff at Hustler. Those were her words.
Wait,
I watched
whoa,
it again
say that
last
again?
night. That
Stole with the
yeah, and I don't know
staff?
if she was misspeaking
Okay,
or what,
okay.
but her words were he stole with the staff at Hustler.
Which was the first time that we ever heard that.
Yeah,
Which was quite
so
interesting.
that means that Hustler, I think, can press charges. I don't know. I'm not a fucking whatever sheriff.
I mean, I'm interested on you get caught cheating and fishing. You get caught, I mean, don't get me wrong.
It sounded like those guys were much more mad than Robbi was about the theft.
I mean, they
You have
wouldn't
a
be.
very good point there, actually.
Bro, they wouldn't
I'd
be
be
not
mad,
mad.
too.
They wouldn't be not mad, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
They wouldn't be
She
not
would
mad.
not be mad.
yeah, I mean, wait, but which part of? All right, never mind. You know what? We're not even gonna get into that. Actually, fuck. I wasn't gonna get into it, but the next part I look up.
What is happening right now?
Oh, look at the puppy! Hi, Rudy.
I think Rudy just wants to sit right there.
Yeah, Rudy's just chilling. He's living life. So I didn't want to get into it, but there is a tweet surfacing out there, getting a little bit of traction from Alex Jacobs, which he says Haralabob and I agree. G-Man should give Robbi Jade Lou her money back. And there's a clip here. If we can roll that.
I just want to push you on this. What needs to happen for you to say, okay, let's say, obviously we can't make him do it, but for us as a community to say the right thing is for Garrett to give the money back. What was it? Oh, sorry, I missed it. What was it?
She just says she wants the money back. She gave it to him. She says, "I want the money back." He's got.
Okay, so if she asked for the money back, you think Garrett should give the money back today?
I already said that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said that
I don't-
earlier.
okay.
She voluntarily gave the money to him, and now she says, "Look, I changed my mind. This is wrong. I was whatever. Give me the money back." He's got to give it back. There's no proof that she cheated, bro. Like, I'm with you there. Like, I'm not, innocent until proven guilty. It's like he doesn't have any right to this money. They ran the fucking board out and he lost. The other thing is, like, it's even
Right.
if she was
It's
cheating,
a free
like,
roll for Garrett. It's like he could have won.
He could have won. Exactly. I'm with you. It's the same thing as the Ivy. Even if she was cheating, like, she still ran the board out and could have lost.
So I kind of just want to play that clip and get your takes on what you think should happen in this situation going around the room. What do you think, Jen?
I think that what should happen in this situation is that they should agree on a mutual escrow person, and that person should hold the money until all this is over. That's what I think should happen. I think the other option is won't be agreed upon by Garrett. Like him just like handing over the money and maybe potentially not seeing it again is probably not something he's comfortable with. So I think what should happen in a situation like this is Haralabob holds the money, which, you know,
and like
he's fine and good for it, and then when this is all over, the person that rightfully deserves the money gets it.
Yeah, and like when we say rightfully so, it's hard to kind of prove rightfully so. Like because if there was cheating, you never really. There's the smoking gun probably not going to be found.
Well, they could also agree. They could also agree exactly. They could also agree on like 5 arbitrators, and at the end of all of this, if it's inconclusive of what's happening, those 5 people that they mutually agree upon will decide who deserves the money.
I mean, who do you guys think that they would agree on? Beans?
No, they wouldn't agree on Beans. But I think there's a fair number of people that are somewhat in the middle of like you know. It seems like Haralabob does it like he can be, you know, pretty impartial in who deserves the money, right? So it's not necessarily.
So remember, it's not doing an investigation though. Like,
okay, yeah, but I think there's enough people that if we really took the time to comb through, that are somewhat impartial of who deserves the money. At the end of this,
right?
They could be impartial.
Do you guys think like right now though that like with Garrett's stance that he would ever do this, right? Because to him this has to seem like a negative free roll at this point, right? Because if he believes in his heart 100% she cheated, right? So then like why would he ever give up the money for it to just maybe go to an arbiter and they say, nope, she didn't cheat.
Yeah, I understand.
For him, in his mind, it's a negative free roll.
I understand that.
Right?
No, I understand that completely. But at the end, but still, like you can believe something, and you know, it still doesn't justify the action.
No, I don't think it does either. But I'm just coming from his perspective.
No, of course.
Right.
But the thing is this: like he's a public figure, and you know, if it comes out that she's completely clean and he holds the money, that looks really bad.
Right, of course. So, and I don't think he would do that.
And I think what's happening now is like half of the community still believes. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to put a number on it, but a chunk of the community believes she's innocent.
Yeah.
And further, they believe that he should not hold the money. Right. So I think the best thing for them to do is to just agree on someone to hold the money.
Yeah.
And that'll at least calm the outrage of him holding the money.
I will say
I agree that if it feels terrible for Garrett. He's just like, dude, I got cheated. Now you want me to give my money up, like things like that. And I love Garrett. You know, like I understand his position. It just feels like, okay, maybe let Haralabob hold it, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Garrett's in a fucking shitty spot, like because you know, when it comes to this topic, like whether you're on the side of not cheated or cheated, you kind of I think there's more people. I think it weighs on that more people want to give the money back, want him to give the money back.
And at this
it doesn't
point,
matter
I don't think there's much Robbi can do if he doesn't want to give it back, right? There's like possession.
No,
is
not
9/10
true.
of the law.
She literally could go on Joey's and be like, I want my money back. Like that's my money.
I mean, legally, I don't.
Legally,
think
I'm
Agreed.
saying
But
legally,
I think enough pressure will come that if she was to openly start saying that they'll have to come to some agreement.
Hasn't she said that?
No.
Oh, I thought she said she wanted her money back.
She hasn't said it.
I think she said it in a weird way.
She says it, sort of in like a.
In a Robbi,
like everything else
It
he's
sort
said.
of sounds like it's in jest a little bit, maybe.
Like she wants him to do it on his own goodwill or something like that.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Which that's just never gonna happen.
She's not out there demanding.
I will say, she's like taking advantage of those new followers. Like she's working it. She's got the photo. She got someone taking pictures of her holding her venti Starbucks. Like, I see you, girl. I got my Starbucks too.
She's out there.
She's got the outfits. She's got like
confidential.
She's got the wine glass photo.
Did you see that one?
I saw it.
She is meant to be an influencer.
Yeah, she's a socialite.
You know?
What's up? Hold that.
She's destined for like. Couldn't you see her on one of those Bravo shows?
Oh, 100%.
She is like fits right into
Andy
the reality.
Cohen, this is your new star.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, go out, find her, sign her, get the cameras on her, and you will have a hit show.
If each,
we should sign
let's
her.
let's say this. If each
Yo,
niche,
what you mean? Why are you trying to give away money,
if
Brian?
each niche industry had its own, you had to send your best reality star. Like I'm sending Robbi. That's our best.
Who's
that's
your
our
number
best
two?
we
Who's your
got.
number two?
Reality star wise, number two. That's a good question.
Is that Robbie's so far ahead
She
that
may-
he
yeah,
can't even look back?
Right.
She
How-
is, yes.
How in the fuck does she have like 30,000 followers throughout all this? I,
mean,
don't
of
get it.
course-
So
What do you mean
she's doing
how?
shit like this now.
No, I mean she has 30,000 followers because this is a huge
Right.
story.
She's gonna have 100,000 before you know.
We have to. I don't think we realize how. Like looking back at this, in time, we're gonna realize that this is one of the biggest stories that poker's ever seen.
I don't think looking back at it, I think we think that right now.
Right, but when you're in the eye of the storm, you don't realize
Yeah.
how big of a story
Right.
this
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
is,
yeah.
right? You're just kind of like, is Joey going on today? Like, is
Well, I know it's big because when I watch YouTube videos just
Mm-hmm.
for entertainment or while I'm playing or whatever, and I see like the mainstream YouTubers are making content on it. They're reacting to it, and those videos are getting like millions of views. So it's like I know it's mainstream when I see those YouTubers covering it.
right when you see across the.
You see
the
Ludwig
path. Yeah,
and you see some of these other like reacty guys doing it. I forget this guy Penguin or whatever his long hair guy. Whatever.
Her twin is in her latest tweet. All right, here we go. I guess we gotta.
I want to see the twin.
All right, let's pull it up, Guapo.
What's her twin's deal?
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
does she do? What's she up to?
They need a show.
I want to. I'm in. Listen,
I think this is already a show.
like
it just
she
a-
is really like a reality TV.
I was gonna say it's just that
She's destined.
picture of her in the.
Oh, so that's not.
That's,
No,
that's
she's a-
her. I thought.
Come on,
that's
man.
That's not her twin.
You're getting timed out.
Time
Oh,
out.
they troll us.
No.
I was literally gonna. I was trying to tell you, like it's just when he said that, it's just a picture of her in
Put
the
user
mirror.
in timeout.
Yeah, all the fucking 300 seconds. You're out of here.
Can't do
Nonsense.
that. 3 strikes, you're banned from the channel.
Oh, I like him too. Noise sauce.
I
He's
don't
cool.
care.
He's cool
Yeah,
people.
he's
Don't
cool.
be
He's
doing
timed
that.
out.
Don't be doing that
Chin's
shit.
offended.
I mean, so like, so the story is so fucking crazy. So let's just talk about this for a second. Like how crazy this story is. There are so many different avenues that one's mind can go down.
That would have been sharp as fuck. The twin took the lie detector.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
what
already
Deep
talked
was
about
saying.
that, man.
That's deep fucking.
Deep's on top of that shit.
That's
man.
strong.
Like, there's a lot of shit that could happen. Nothing.
I didn't even. That's like deep state right there. That's, bro.
I mean, there's a lot.
I
of
need a
shit.
fucking twin.
We'll find you one. We can find you one.
Your twin would be as dark side as you are.
I'm not dark side, man. I'm.
Or is
clean.
it like the good and evil twin?
If you're a doppelganger or you think you are a doppelganger of Chin, please email a photo of yourself to Brian at solveforwhy.io.
Listen, we're trying to get you 24 roses in the support
And then
channel.
just make the subject
God that's
line
not an actual email
Chin
address.
twin submission.
I'd like to see it. Sure.
He's looking for that double check accomplice.
Double chin. Double chin. We're trying to get the DC.
So, what I was saying, as mainstream media picks it up, like everybody's watching this, like everybody's checking in on it and seeing what's going on. You could tell that by Joey getting 100K views on every video he's put out in the past week.
Yeah.
Do we see like a documentary, a movie?
Yeah, I mean, I already got like a couple messages of people looking to start documentary on this already.
Yeah,
so,
it could be interesting.
And I'm not like big time. So imagine like people that are, actually in that industry, like
yeah.
Julie,
Right.
etc.
Well,
probably already has the.
Julie
those
said
things
about
moving.
it that she, and I understand this point, that she likes the stories of sort of like these like genius, like the Phil Ivey and Kelly, like the genius sort of trying to game the system type stories. She doesn't really want like something like this.
she also
this
said
is
that
more reality show type.
first of all, she also did say that she is doing the story on Phil Ivey.
Yeah, that's
she is
what I
producing
mean.
that,
Like
yeah.
that's more up her.
That's her.
the
That's her
Hollywood
taste.
alley.
Her taste of creation.
Who do we think would play the leading roles for Robbi and Garrett?
So somebody put something that was, who is it? Rosario
Dawson.
Yeah, she looks exactly like Robbi.
That's a good one.
Wow.
What about for Garrett?
Ryan Reynolds.
Sylvester Stallone.
What about Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds is like
No,
too,
that doesn't-
he's too,
they don't look alike.
He's too like
No, they
Irish
don't,
looking.
but-
You need somebody with a pretty boy look, the flip up hair.
Stallone.
Come on.
I mean, he's a little old now.
Like, yeah.
Slap some makeup on him, but I think that a young Stallone.
Young Stallone.
Yeah.
Young
Stallone's
Oh,
son.
No, I
Stallone's
think he just
son,
has
yeah.
daughters. I think he just
Okay,
has
Stallone's daughter.
Okay,
Would
but
should we
basically
throw
a
on
young
bald cap
Stallone.
and
A
then
young
some,
Stallone
some
fits.
hair.
Yeah. That's cool.
And then Rip can be, I don't know, any guy with a cowboy hat, really.
Stop. That's crazy.
Any guy with the cowboy hat.
I mean,
People
it's-
will know who you're talking about.
we've already done all the work. We've casted everything
We've
now.
casted it.
Okay, so Hustler has a new tweet up.
Berkey will be
What-
played by Bruce Willis.
I'll let you read it. Let's let Connie read the new Hustler tweet.
Oh God. Let's see.
Wait,
What we got
live
here?
react on air? Is that what this
Live
is?
react,
Oh,
of course,
shit.
man. This shit is live.
With Conrad's reading?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh boy.
Breaking news? Is this breaking
Big Connie.
news?
All right. So it says on the tweet. Wanted to be clear. Hustler Casino is not in contact. Is in contact. Not High Stakes
God
Poker
damn it.
Productions. So he said
Okay.
High Stakes Poker Productions, Nick and Ryan, have no direct contact with anyone at the Bureau of Gambling Control. Hustler Casino is in regular contact with their field rep. Their field rep is aware that there's an investigation is ongoing. The BCG does not give advice on how to operate business. We are sorry if there was any confusion.
Okay, I mean that's nice. That's a good clear up, you know, because we made some sort of I don't want to say assumptions,
So
but we
they-
made some thoughts on the previous tweet. So basically,
I
let's
wonder
break
what
down
they
what
asked.
they're saying.
I'm wondering what they asked though. Did they ask, is our casino good to keep going because they don't oversee streams? So what they wouldn't even care if you said,
So-
can our stream keep going?
Yeah, this is a tough one to
what
understand because we're not really we don't operate in this space, so we don't really
I
understand.
don't know
the-
I hate this fucking regulation bureaucracy talk. I don't know. I never understand what the hell's going on.
I mean, I would be down for Nick to clear this up for us.
I'm just curious what the question they asked was.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, what happened here? Like, did BCG come in and look at your stream? Like,
No, I don't.
No, I don't think so.
Or-
I mean, I don't know.
that's what I'm asking. Like, I have no idea. Like, I'm curious. Like, did they come in, look, and say
I think what likely
that
happens
this
in
is okay?
Let me see. Let's
It
read
could be as simple as them going, "Do we need to shut down?" and them saying
Mm-hmm.
no, and then them writing that thing. So who knows what? I don't know. The meaning of this depends on what the question asked
So it seems
was.
like, look, this is how it goes. Trying to break it down based line by line. So High Stakes Poker Production has no direct contact with anyone at the Bureau of Gambling Control. So that means they have to go through someone.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
Which
now
is Hustler
they
Casino.
went through
Hustler
Hustler.
contact.
Yes.
So they tell Hustler, look, these are all our findings. This is what we're working on, and then they go to the representative of the Bureau of Gambling Control, and then they tell them what to do, which means they're free to continue based on the information that has been provided from Hustler Casino to the Bureau.
Yeah, we just don't know.
And if I got that wrong, Nick or Ryan, please feel free to, hit me up and I'll correct it.
Did that letter say wouldn't not?
No, like I'm serious. No, like I just want to know. Like I'm curious if they came through, looked at the stream, and like did that, or it just was like in contact.
If they don't
with
oversee
them,
streams,
asking.
then why would they come
yeah.
and look at a stream?
No, I know they don't
You know?
oversee businesses, but like,
Well, streams specifically,
don't
like
tell-
they're involved with casinos.
yeah, they said they don't they give advice on how to operate a business. Does that mean they did not go through your stream and like see if it was secure? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure what this means. I would like to get a breakdown. I'm sure we
We don't
will
know,
soon.
but we don't want this. We want more tea. Give us more, who's doing bad stuff, who's doing something they're not supposed to be doing,
I mean,
who's sleeping with who. Tell us give us announcements of tea. We
I
don't,
mean, to keep it real with you, I feel like we're owed something soon because
You fiending? You fiending?
no, it's not even that. Like I'd love to get over with this shit and just move on. But like Robbi did say something that has no answers yet. Robbi did say that there was additional information going on and
about Brian.
about Brian or somebody else in the stat. Like there was some tea leaked,
She
and
did
we
say some
have no
tea?
answers for it. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure if we're gonna hear about that and if they're gonna wait until the investigation is over.
God, how fucking... I would watch the shit out of a reality show of Chuck Lou and Robbi. Chuck Lou's over there buying NFTs and Robbi's, you know, doing whatever she does around the house.
I mean, they're just living life, man.
Nah, they're living their best life.
They're living their best life.
Chuck Lou's got his Oculus on.
Oh my God.
Robbi's
Charles. It's Charles.
No, but that's the name for Chuck. Chuck is Charles.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like William and Billy. Like
Chuck.
What? William? The name for William is Billy.
Christian and
Chin.
Chris.
Oh yeah, Chin.
Yeah.
All right.
Like Connor is Conrad.
Oh, Connor, yes. Hey, guys, my name is Connor. Shout out to the guy that's called me Connor in the fucking comments for the last 154 episodes.
I feel like if your name was like Connor, you should be from like Denver or something.
Oh my God. Is the show almost over? We're getting out of hand right now.
What's wrong with saying that? There's nothing wrong with it. Can you see, like, look at Conrad right now, the way he's dressed and everything, and you say, oh, that guy's Connor. It'd be like, is he from Denver? Boulder?
Are you from Boulder? Isn't that in Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you once again. Please like and subscribe on our channel. Hit the join button. Show us some love. Let us know if you think fucking Garrett should give back the money at this point. Like,
wait, time out.
Time the fuck out.
Yesterday, someone sent me a picture from the Bellagio saying they were playing with my boy Conrad, but the photo was of Chin.
I don't find that shit funny. I don't find that shit funny one bit, actually.
Oh my God.
Tell your boy to hit me up.
Time out. I'm getting all kinds of messages. I'll split the cost of the roses with my boy Beans and Robbi for Melissa.
If I could get roses from Beans and Robbi, that would really be something.
Oh my God, bro. It's like we're about to go off air and the messages start piling
You got
on.
anything else for us?
No, we're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right, well, please like and subscribe. Hit the join button. Show us some love. You know, let us know what you think in the chat. Should Garrett give back the money? Should there be somebody else holding it? Who do you think should be holding the money? Let us know. On that note, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Later.